Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, Dream of Crafts. My name is Deanna and today we are going to start tutorial number 3 for my Graphic 45 ABC Primer mini album. And we're just going to jump right into it. So I've got quite a few things ready here. And I want to go back to our page that we worked on last time, and let me see if I can get this stuff out of the way here and move this up so we can see a little better. There we go. Oh, there we go. I don't know why it's doing that. It should be okay. If it jumps around, I'm not sure why it's doing that. Just one moment here. Let me turn that on. There we go. All right. I usually keep my autofocus off so it doesn't jump around like that. Let's see what happens. I think we're good. Okay, so we had created this here, and so I'm going to cover this in this. So I've got these pre-cut at, what do we got here? The decorative cardstock. Do I have that? Oh, it's not. Let me just measure it here a second. So these are 5.5 by 3 3/4. Yep. So I did write it down there. 5.5 by 3 3/4, and then I did use the green Craftspadile punch on quarter chomper on there. So I think we're going to go with, do we want to go with the girls? Or I think I wanted the dots. So yeah, so I've been working on getting quite a few of these things done. And it's a nice crisp morning here in Michigan. Sunny, but the weather is very crisp the last couple of days. But spring is right around the corner, and we have actually not had a really bad winter. We've actually been very blessed with what I consider a mild winter. We have, for the most part, been able to see the grass all winter long. We have been dumped on twice, and we're right in the middle of our second one now. But all in all, I'd say we were very fortunate, and we've had quite a mild winter. There we go. And then we're going to put, so you can see that one. We're going to put this one on the inside, and it is the same size. And this is also had the corner pumped. Oops, I think I forgot to smudge it, but if I did, we can do it right after. Oh, nope, I already got this one smudged. So yeah, I got my granddaughter off to school this morning. I usually get her off to school, and but she has spent the last 2 nights because unfortunately my daughter has not been feeling well. So I told my husband, I said, well, I don't really want the little one coming down with anything, so especially after I just had a cold, and I don't need her to come down with anything. So these 2 pieces for our band are 9.5 high by 4 1/8 wide, and we're just going to attach those to that. So I'm going to remove it out of this here, and I guess we can slide this out of the way a little bit so I have just a little bit more room here. There we go. So yeah, so she spent the last couple of nights, which is fine. She's no trouble. And she has always been a good little girl. So So she gets off the bus here too. So then I'm not sure what's going on for tonight. We'll have to see how Mama's feeling. I haven't talked to my daughter yet today. So, but yeah, so that's what's going on around here. Just trying to get all my pages for this figured out, and it's actually going pretty good. Now this does have like a 1/4 inch gusset on each end there, so you don't have to have that, but because it will round out, but that's what I got there. That's a little crooked. Not too happy with that. Hang on. See if I can get that straightened out there a little bit better. Oh, maybe. That's sticking pretty good already. All right, I think that's just going to be the way it is because it's sticking. Didn't grab it fast enough. It'll be just fine. It'll be just fine. All right. All right, this is our magnet side, so we're going to remove the tape. I'm going to give a little extra glue right around those magnets. Okay. Just in case the tape dries out or whatever. A lot of times I will glue the magnet directly down, but we did not on those. Those are 2 of them that we put on together. And so the tape was just kind of underneath there to help guide it and find the proper spot for where it had to be. There we go. Perfect. Gonna go around those magnets a little bit there. All right. Can slide this back in. There we go. And I still haven't decided whether or not I want to add paper to those, but we've got time yet. So I'm going to open this back up and we're going to slide that back in. There we go. So that is done. Then I want to go to, well, actually, I'll show you what I've created for here. Now, these are the pockets. I have created 3 tags, and those tags are, oh, I wrote it on the back. Sorry. They are 9.5 inches high by 7.25 inches wide. And to get rid of some of my scraps that I had, I just create these patchwork quilts. And I will show you how to do that a little bit later in another tutorial. But it's a little time consuming, but it uses up all the scraps. So like right now, from all of our pages and everything I've cut so far, this is my scraps. This is what I got left. So these tiny pieces here, and then just two of those, and that one. And this is all I have left of my tiny scraps. So, and I'll keep them, you know, if they're a little thin like that, I'll keep those for right now. And so that's what I do to create those tags. So I did that already. Again, we'll do those later on. So those are 3 tags at 9.5 inches high by 7.25 inches wide. And they just slide right in these 3 pockets here of our 3 pages. We'll give lots of so we're going to go to the back 3rd page. So page 3, side 2, I call that. And I have created 4 flips, and they are 7 3/8 inches wide by 3 3/4 inches high. And we are going to cut 1-inch strips from our scraps of cardstock and then score at a 1/2 inch by the 4 3/4 inches high. So I've already attached 3, and we will do 1 together. So all I do is add a little glue to one of the 1/2 inch sides. And I did this because if I cut the extra 1/2 inch, then I don't get as many tags out of a 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock. So this is a way to save cardstock. If you want, and you don't want to create the extra hinges, then you may just add a 1/2 inch to your width. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 7 7/8 wide, and then you would just score at a 1/2 inch. But I wanted to get as many out of the pieces that I had, was able to. So there's 4. So we're going to add 2 on the left side and 2 on the right side. I'm going to take this tag out here so that's not interfering with what I'm trying to see here. In addition to that, I am going to put a white piece of cardstock underneath there so we can see a little bit better, because black on black is kind of hard to see. So I'm going to slide that in there for you, just like that. Got lots of sun coming in today, so hopefully you'll be able to see pretty good. I'm just deciding whether or not I want to drop them down. Okay, I think I'm going to go right along the bottom edge and the left-hand side. So let's go ahead and attach one to the bottom here, and then we'll attach one right along the top edge on the left-hand side. So, and the reason this is kind of uplifted is because of my closure. So I'm going to come right down here on my left-hand side, line those up so they're lined up together nicely. Should be nice and square. I'm going to fold it over this way now so I can press on that, because I can't press on this. So I just want to give that a good press there. Oh, here it is. Things drift when you're working. There we go. So that's going to flip to the left. Okay. Just add this one to the top there. Doing the same thing. If you want to use tape, again, you are more than welcome to. Whatever's easiest for you. I like the glue, as I have told you before. One, I assured that it's going to stick for a long period of time, and also gives me just a little bit of wiggle time on there as well. Line that all up. Then I'm going to press that. Just there you go. Make sure that's on there good. Yep. Notice we got a flip left, flip left. Now we're going to do the same thing, and we're going to do it on the right hand side. And remember, bring this paper here, we have a 1/4 inch edge on there, so we don't want to go past that. So I will put my white paper right here up against the edge where we've attached our page, and we're going to put this right against there and along the bottom, and we'll have about 1/8 of an inch over here to allow that we don't aren't rubbing when we open and close our flips here. Okay. So again, you need 4 of these, 4 hinges. All right. So I want to come in here, right along the bottom there. It's easier for me to move that out of my way a second because I can see it really good. And I don't want the paper actually in my way. Okay. That on there. Okay. So that is right on there, just like that. Okay. Now, because I'm closer to the middle of the book, I can press on that here. It's not hurting anything. We got some flip. Okay. We'll probably add a magnet on there to help hold that closed. All right, and our last one. And I try to make sure that I have not equal amounts. I mean, that would be nice to have exact equal amounts, but a variety of ones that are horizontal and portrait, up and down, along with the, because I don't take pictures going, oh, I want this one in my book this way. I just take the pictures, and I assume most people are like that. I don't go, oh, I need one that's portrait style, or I need, so I just like to have a good variety. Okay. Close. All right. So now for the inside of that, I have one piece that is 9.5 inches high by 7 1/4 inches wide. And we're going to put that on now because it's not going to interfere with anything. Now I just have to decide I want that. I think we're going to go with the dot again. All right. So I created both sides of page 3. So that's what we're just going to be working on today. And of course I already made the tags, so for the pockets. And we'll do some of those later on. It's pretty easy. Like, I just kind of take my pieces and put them on, and just, there's no rhyme or reason to it. It's just a quilting method. Like, not no fancy quilt, of course, but you could if you wanted to take the time to cut your smaller pieces into maybe a fancier quilt thing. If you had enough, you could do that. I just, I'm not going to, because if it gets covered up with pictures anyway. So we should have about 1/8 of an inch all the way around. All right, let's close this. And then we're going to press on that. Make sure that that page gets sealed down there good. There we go. Check. There we go. Glue. There we go. Yeah. So now I've pre-cut all my pages, or my decorative cardstock, and those have to be 7 1/8 inches wide by 4 1/2 inches high, and I have cut 8. So I think all the backs are going to be these here. So these will go right on there. Make a nice thing, and that will actually go over top of that hinge a little bit. So that's why they're a little bigger. Okay. So I think those are going to go all on the insides. And that's the extra card stock from my Extra Graphic 45 papers. And then these, I believe, are going to be my top ones for the 4 tops. So we do want to put some magnets on here, I believe. So let's go ahead and do that. And as you can see, you'll be able to see a nice little dot thing in there. So let's go ahead and get some magnets here. All right. And I think we're going to want them down in this direction here. I'm just going to add a dot of glue. Oopsie. A dot of glue. Okay. Tape. Okay. Oh, yep, that's what I thought. Okay. So let's go like this. Apparently, if I'd have done that earlier, that would have been fine. But because the glue's still wet, it's not holding very good. So let's go ahead and just do that. And then we'll take another piece for this magnet here, like that. You can tell I got glue on my fingers because it's peeling off all the color. So sorry about my fingers looking dirty. It's from the inks and the glue together. Combination. All right. All right. Slide you down here. There's one. And then just kind of slide it off like that. There's 2. All right. So this one is going to be these 2. Let's go ahead and smudge our papers. All right. And this is the way I cut them apart, so I'm going to do it that way so that they line up where they were actually cut apart at. Because it is a pattern. But it doesn't matter. I mean, it's not that much of a difference that it's going to be a huge noticeable thing, especially when they start putting pictures and stuff on. All right. Again, you should have about 1/4 of an inch around all your edges there. Open it. There we go. And we will decorate these with some tags and things and stickers out of the sticker pages. And that will be one of the last things we do. For the most part. I mean, sometimes I'll do it a little earlier, but for the most part, I wait until I'm all done and then get a feel for how everything's laid out and then decide where I want to. Whoops, let me put a little glue around this one. One right here. There we go. Feel that magnet in there, right in there. 1, 2's right in there. Okay. Like so. All right. Okay. Let's do our top pieces and then we'll go back around and do all the back pieces. So we've got our ABC one. That is the top. I love the vintage. I like vintage style of anything, but so I think that's why I was drawn to this paper pack. But I have tons of Graphic 45 collections. Again, there's 8 of these at 7 1/8 inch wide by 4 1/2 inches high. And that's all your decorative cardstock. If you want to, you don't have to. If you think, well, it's kind of a waste because they're just going to put pictures on, then you can just leave it black or put, you know, your white, just a plain colored, another colored cardstock as your back. Doesn't really matter. Whatever is your pleasure, because if you're making it, then it's going to be for what you would like. Okay. All right, there we go, like that. They got this cute little kitties and puppies in there. Just cuteness. Oops. Glued directly on my fingers there. My glue thing's getting a little plugged up, I can tell. Got left open too many times. So it's starting to give me a little bit thinner of a line. Okay. That. I don't know if you can see it better if I put this under there, like that. Okay. And you can hear the magnet grabbing, and you get a picture in there. It still should grab. Okay, still good grab there. All right, so then all the insides are going to be this. Hang on, I think I have a little puppy that's got to go outside a second. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. She's just getting really good about coming and getting me when she's got to go potty. This is my first dash hound puppy, so I guess they can be a little stubborn and a little bit harder to housebreak, and so I don't want to not pay attention to what she's telling me and letting me know, because it's easier to let her out than it is to clean up messes on my wood floors. So, but yeah, she's been doing extremely well, which she should be, because she is on the 12th of this month, which is February. She's going to be 1 year. So, and she has been doing well. So we try to pay attention to the signs. I don't know why they call it you training them. I think actually we train ourselves to recognize what's going on. But she does come and get me for the most part now. She has very few accidents. But yeah. So yeah, she's doing pretty good. So lots of praise, and I have little tiny, I call them cookies, but they're just little tiny peanut butter dog bones. And so if she does good, then she knows that. But I asked my husband one night if he would like a cookie, because we had some homemade cookies, and both the dogs ran to the kitchen. So he thought that was funny. I'm like, oh, maybe that was not the good word for them, good name for them. But we laugh because they hear the word or anything that sounds like the word. It's like, that's not what I said. Funny. Animals can be funny. All right, there we go. We got that one done. So, yeah. This is the last for this page, page 3-2. We'll finish this up, and then we'll go to page 3-1. And that's how I name them when I'm writing down my cuts and stuff in my book. I usually try to keep track of how I build a book. All right, I'm going to close this a second so I can carefully rub on that without pressing on that closure. There we go. Nice. Extra glue there. We want to make sure we don't have extra glue so we don't glue things shut. There we go. Yep. Magnet's still working. Yeah, I think I'm going to go to probably just a Dollar Tree and find a nice Valentine gift bag or something to put this in. And then easier for my granddaughter to transport it to school if she has to, or if I have to drop it off, then it's easier for the office. Okay. There we go. All right. Curve there. All right. So that is done. So flip up or flip open, flip left, flip right. Lots of space. All right. Now we're going to go to here. So what I've decided on this one is I have decorated some of these already too on the backs because it was kind of a patchwork thing. So we have this is on our left side. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 for the left side, and then 1 for our right side. Now the one on the right, I've already got 3 magnets on here. Okay, so this is going to go on the right side, and that's going to help hold those down. So we can go ahead and add this. These are all the same size. Let me see here. Got them down. Let me see. So 9 3/4. Let me just make sure. So they are 9 3/4 high by 5 1/4 wide. Okay, and this one was scored at a 1/2 inch and then 3/4 of an inch to create that gusset. in order for it to fit over top of all of these, okay? So we're going to put glue on our 1/2 inch, and we're going to glue it right to that right-hand side there. We'll get rid of that pin there. And not mess with our 1/4 inch gusset. Okay. So I'm going to flatten that out up on the right-hand side. So it should be the same height as our actual page. 9 3/4. Okay. Just flatten that out there, like that. Press down good. Get rid of the extra glue. Don't want to glue anything closed. There we go. Just like that. So now we're going to press our gusset back down. There we go. So we have a 1/4 inch gusset. This is going to go on top of here when we're ready to decorate. Okay? So that's for that side. Now we're going to start gluing these on the left-hand side. Again, we want to keep it right at the edge of our paper where we put our pocket on. Okay, where we put our pocket page on. We don't want to go over that and mess with our 1/4 inch. So this is the one of the pieces that I did ahead of time. Again, it's just like a patchwork quilt. I just took scraps to use those up. So there is how many all together? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 5. So 10 for the left side and 2 for the right side. That was on the right. All right. So again, these should be the same size, but no gusset. So we have 9 3/4 high by 5 1/4 wide, 1/2 inch, scored at a 1/2 inch. Okay. Don't think I have any extras that I need. I think I should be good because I want my last one facing to the right when it opens. So this is going to create a big flip out, okay, when we're all done. It's going to open up very wide both ways. So there we go, just like that. Again, I'm going right along the top edge there, staying right where that is attached, making sure I'm even down at the bottom and the top there. Should be good. Should be good. Should be good. There we go. Get that down good like that. All right. Now our next one, let me get these all together. All right, goes on that side. Now what did I do? Hey! So I am going to glue this on this side here. So 1/2 inch. It's going to get glued on the underside there. You can glue it on the top part, but since I've already got my decorative cardstock on there, I'm going to glue it underneath. So this is going to come right down like that, like that. So it'll come right to this edge also, and it should be even on the top and the bottom. Okay, just like that. So you're just coming up to your score line. Okay. So then we've got one that goes this way, like so. So again, just glue on the 1/2 inch score line there. Okay. And we're going to tuck it underneath. So this time we're on the left-hand side. So we glued on the left on our base, glued our hinge on the left on our base, then we glued our on the right-hand side for our next one. Now we're back to the left-hand side for our third one. Again, we're going to bring that right. Make sure top and bottom are even. And you can see they're all lining up here nicely. Okay. Like that. Open it up. Like that. You can open this up. Like that. Okay. There we go. Like so. Right. So left. Get that extra glue out of there so we don't end up gluing anything shut. Okay. All right. So now, since I've already got this covered here, I'm going to glue this to the top part. That's the only bad thing about having it glued together already, or having cardstock on there already. So, but I thought it would be easier to do those unattached, but I didn't think about which sides to do it on, so I wasn't interfering with putting these on. But it doesn't matter. As long as they're attached to that, it's not going to matter if it's on the top or underneath. It should line up just exactly the same. So now we were on our left side. Now we're going to go to our right side. And we're going to line that up exactly on that edge. Our top and our bottom layers are even. There we go. Extra glue. Open it up. There we go. And you're not going to notice because this will get covered with cardstock too. So, and then our very top piece is going to get glued on the left-hand side, right there. So we're going to, again, just glue on our 1/2 inch scored piece there. And I will show you on the scoreboard what I did here in a second, just so there's no confusion. We're going to line that up, bring it in. Top and bottom are even, like that. Perfect. There we go. Just like that. And then that will be our closure. And it should be pretty good. Yeah, it looks like it is. Pretty good. All right. So now this will fold all the way out here like this. And it will also pull all the way out like this. Whoops. See? So that's a lot of real estate here. I'll pull this way. And I can measure. Let me see what we got here. So wide open, it is 18, about 24 inches wide when it's open that way. And it should be about the same here. Yeah. Yep. So, yep. 24 inches wide when it's wide open. And it folds all back up like that to create just that small area. Okay. So now we'll start in the back and we'll work our way forward because I want to put my magnets on last. So we can add this one to the top here. Okay. That's going to be on the right hand side, so that's not going to interfere with our magnets at all. But when we put these other papers in there, whoops, put those other papers in there, that can make it a little bit thicker, and I want my magnets to line up. Even if it's just that little bit, I want to make sure that they're lining up really good. They have the best chance of doing what they're supposed to do. So again. Pick that up so I can see. Again, you'll end up with about a 1/4 of an inch. Come on, get over there. Get over there a little bit. That's a little crooked. There we go. Come on. Silly thing. Wants to go crooked. There we go. All right. Okay. There we go. All right. So now let's open this up and see what we got here. And then I have one piece to do together that I've created to do. And then we have 2 that are done. Let's see what we got here. Let's maybe do this one here. Like so. Yeah, I think that'll work. Oh, I've got to cut a bunch more. I have to cut more. I thought I had enough cut, but apparently I did not. That's okay. We can cut up more. So let's do that. There. Like that. Okay, we're going to put this one here. There's my start of my page. So over top of that hinge, about 1/4 of an inch. There we go. Perfect. Take away the extra glue. Again, this is not from the original collection pack. This is that extra sheet, just a filler sheet. I just want to make sure that I have enough paper to use for the whole album. So that's why I'm using filler now, so I don't end up with just filler all at the end. So it's kind of mixed in. And if I have extras left over, that's great. All right. Okay, I'm going to close this there a second so I can press on that. Make sure I don't let no air bubbles there. Okay. And then my last one here. And I'll flip it over the other side. I'm not sure what I was thinking. Apparently I was only thinking about covering one side. That's all right. That just goes to show you that no matter how long you've been doing it, you still sometimes make mistakes, which is not really a mistake. It's just not enough paper's cut. So I didn't goof anything up and have to try to correct it. All right. Here we go. Okay. So you can see there's plenty of room on these, and I'll probably put some tags on these too so that she can have places to journal. So where my picture went. I'm not sure where my picture went, but it's going to show you that you can put a picture in there and then still have room. So the picture will be about this long, and you'd have a nice spot for journaling on the top and bottom. Okay, so that takes care of that full side there. Now we can open it up this way. And I have, oh, see, I'm only a couple short. Okay, so we have this side, or we can use this side again. And then I have this one here, which I created for 1. Now everything equals 4.5 inches wide. Why does that look like it's not wide enough? Because it's not. Why is that wider? Let me see. Oh, I see. That's why, because I only go to here. I go to there, like that. Oop. That one goes like that. Then this one covers that, like that. Okay. So let's go ahead and put this down at this end. All right. I think I want the whites on the outside. Where's my... There it is. Blues and stuff. Here we go. So I just wanted... I don't want to smudge down the center. I just want to smudge on the edges that are going to be not meeting up against each other. So it looks like it's just a regular layout. So let's go ahead and put these on this edge here. This will be the last one. So we'll go ahead and do this one. Hello, Bella. You being a good girl? Bella being a good girl? You being a good girl? She loves my husband. If he sits down, she is on his lap. No, you get down, honey. You were just outside. You're good. So if he gets out of the shower at night, then he goes to the couch for the TV. She's jumping up and down, and she's ready. She's all excited because she knows where he's going to go sit. And then she snuggles up on his lap and goes to sleep. If he's Saturday or Sunday, if he's relaxing, watching the news and stuff in the morning, drinking his coffee, she's on his lap. It's funny. So I think she's more his dog than my dog, but that's all right. It's okay. All right, there we go. That one's done. That's my cover piece. Oopsie. Oh, I just did the wrong one on there. Dang it. This is supposed to be on there. So actually, all right, so I goofed that up. So I'm going to have to recover that because this is my outside piece. And we got to have magnets under there. So that's going to be an extra thick one, I guess. Now that was a mistake. Oh my goodness sakes. Too distracted. Go on, Bella. Go on. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Keep plugging through here. We'll just change that out. Not a biggie. If I peel it off now, it will wreck it. And then I don't want to wreck the page and make it weak. So we'll just cover that page up with the one that's supposed to be on there and put the magnets on. See, I get distracted a little bit. And then that's when you make mistakes. Got to keep your eye on the prize here. There we go. Okay. This is the outside one. Oh, that's so big. So, and then for some reason that looks a little narrow to me. So we'll add a little strip on there later on. Just a decorative strip. One of the stickers or something. They all should be the same size. All right. So if I wouldn't have put that one piece in the wrong spot, I would have had the exact amount I needed. But since I did, I am going to have to cut one. Okay. So I did have the right amount cut because that would have went right there. The other one would have. All right. But instead, so I have to cut one piece. And 9 3/4. 9 3/4 should be by 5 1/4. And that one says by 4. 4 1/2. Where am I looking? Oh yeah, 4 1/2. 9 1/2. 9 1/2 by 4 1/2. Okay. Man, I've got tons of glue on me. So let's see here, 4 1/2. I'm going to cut that decorative edge off again. Like that. Okay. Cut that off. Now cut my 4 1/2. All right. Here we go. 4 1/2 by 9. And a half. Perfect. All right. So we'll just use this one here. 4 1/2 by 9 1/2. Perfect. See, no harm done. Put our net magnets on the other one. Now with all this thickness here, then we'll know that our magnets are in the right spot where they're supposed to be. Okay. All right. So now we're going to close that just like that. And if you look, then you can see how our gusset is about the same as that. So it worked out good. Okay. So 3 magnets. Some score tape here. Oopsie. There we go. I got that. You can see it's from that ink pad. Oopsie. Ink pads make your fingers really dirty, so it looks kind of nasty, but woo! Upside down. Sent it sailing, didn't it? Okay, so then we close this just like that. Find a magnet, press, find a magnet, press, magnet, press, and then I'm just gonna slightly pull it like away. One moment, please. All right, sorry about that. I have my car in the auto shop for repairs, and they were just calling me back to let me know what the damages are. So I had to answer. All right. So take that. You definitely did not want to miss that call. Not good news, but I didn't want to miss the call. Oh. Okay. I might need one more piece. So my one back piece for this on the other side. That's all right. I got another one of those pieces that match that, so it'll work out perfect. Not a biggie. Definitely need to clean up my glue bottle. Okay. All right. Let's see here. All right. Okay. All right. Open. Open. All right. So everything's got a cover on there. So now we just need one for here. And again, that should be the same size. Actually, this one's a little bit smaller because of that gusset. So we need 4 1/4 by 9 1/2. 4 1/4 by 9 1/2 on that. Because it is just a little bit smaller. order. First. Alrighty. 9.5. So this will go right here, just like so. One moment. Okay, sorry again. That was my husband calling back so I could tell him what the garage said. Oh, I'm glad this is all done. This is becoming I hate the interruptions. I am so sorry. I mean, you don't know because it continues, but it throws me off when I have to do that. So anyway, this should be our last piece for today. And then we should be good. All right. Okay. There. So next time we'll put the other piece here. Okay. That is it for today. Well, thank you for following along. I hope you are encouraged to maybe give this album a try and finding this interesting. So filling up there. We got plenty of room yet. So this next page here, page 2 on the back side of 2 will probably be a little simpler because this is thick. So, all right. I will be back with the next tutorial. And until the next time, I hope you and your family have many, many blessings. And if you're a subscriber, thank you very much. If you're not a subscriber, please consider doing so. Go ahead and hit that red subscribe button down on the right-hand side. A bell will pop up. If you select that bell, you can be notified each time a new video goes up. As always, hugs to you all, and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.